Hey you guys, it's your girl Terry Khalees coming back to you with another video. And today this video is a passion twist or spring twist hair tutorial. And right here I am just combing out her natural hair. I parted it in 4 sections. So now I'm just starting from the bottom. And quick side note, I did oil her hair with the Wild Grow hair oil. And I'll show that in the video as well. But right now I'm just parting it off. Again, it's parted in 4 sections. And what I'm going to do now is take or part in mini sections, so little squares that I'm going to do. And I'm going to be using the Murray's Edge Control to part off the sections, to kind of like pre-part the sections so that time can go by a little faster. Now this did still take me 8 hours to do, but the process was a lot easier than when I did these before. I had another client, it took me about 12 or so hours to do her hair, and I didn't do it this method this way. So now I'm just taking the pieces or taking it to small boxes, or parting into small boxes, I'm sorry, and that's just the Murray's Edge Control or beeswax that I'm using to part off the sections. And what this will do is actually hold that part together. The hair doesn't conjoin, it just stays in the little square. So that's what I'm going to be doing throughout her whole entire hair throughout this process. But right now I'm just showing you how I'm doing that. And I'm going to do that on this second row. And again, I'm going to do this throughout the whole entire head. Once I'm done with the 3 rows, I'll go and section off the rest of the hair as well into little boxes. But I did 3 rows to start before I started my first twist. And then here I'm just showing you the Murray's Edge Wax. And then that's the oil that I use on her hair, the Wild Grow oil, if that'll focus. And here I'm just taking the spring twist hair, and she got 3 bundles off of Amazon. I'm not sure which vendor she used, but she did receive the hair from Amazon, 3 bundles. And right now it's showing well, actually I'm trying to part the hair. So first stretching it, and then stretching out to the ends, and then that's me just splitting the hair. Now, one spring twist was 2 actual twists, or one thing of spring twist hair was 2 twists that I did. So I just split the one spring twist into 2 pieces, and that was 1 twist, and then got the other piece, and that was a second twist. And then I'm just how I'm starting it off, I'm just parting the hair in 2 and doing like the flip method, inserting my index finger into the hair to get a good grip on it for braiding. And I'm gonna first start out with a braid and then transition onto a twist. And that's what you'll see coming up. So I'm splitting the hair in 2 first before I proceed to braid. And here you get a better view of it. Splitting the hair in 2. Now taking the hair and putting it in the middle, I'm going to take my index finger and her real hair and place that under. And then take the second piece and place that under my index finger again. And then just proceeding to braid. And you guys, I didn't really like monitor, I guess, where I stopped the braiding. I kind of just did it where I felt like the braid was secure enough, and it probably does look like it's secure enough, and before I started twisting, but it all looked the same. I didn't braid down too far, but I did want the twist to be secure. And with this hair, you guys, definitely be careful of it tangling at the end. So definitely make sure as you're braiding and twisting that you're sliding your hands through the hair, or just making sure that you're allowing it not to tangle up on you while you're braiding and twisting the hair. So here I'm just going to start to twist. So it's actually not that far down that I braid, just enough so that it's secure. And then you just braid all the way down. And this is why I like parting it before in the sections and the little boxes, and adding the edge wax, because I could just grab and go. I just like to grab and go. And that was how I finished it within the 8 hours. That's still a long time, but it was just easier to grab and go instead of having to pre-part as I went along. So I like this method of just pre-parting the sections, parting as I went along, but I like the pre-parting of the sections first and then just braiding. And again, just taking the braid or the hair and then taking her real hair and placing that under my index finger, or grabbing that, and then doing the same thing with the second piece, pulling the hair under my index finger, or grabbing that with my index finger. And I hope I'm explaining that properly. And then just proceed to braid and keep braiding. And make sure, you guys, that as you're going, that's what I'm doing here, is making sure that no hair is being caught up as I'm braiding. Just making sure it's just a clear straight box and no extra hair is being added onto the braid or the twist, because that can cause tension, and I know it's painful and it hurts. So here I am, still just braiding down and proceeding to twist. And again, make sure you're detangling as you go. And just keep going and keep going. And at the ends, the hair that I'm showing you, this, as you braid down with spring twist hair, and I'm sure everyone knows, or you may not know, but just braid down. My client actually wanted her hair a little longer, but just braid all the way down to the desired length and just cut the ends, and it's going to leave you with like a curly, natural looking end. And I'm just continuing to go from here. Again, just pulling those boxes that are already pre-parted and just proceeding to braid. So this is kind of a close-up of me splitting the hair. And guys, I'm just wanting you guys to get the concept of it. So I may be repeating myself, but that's how I learn sometimes, by repeating, making sure I get it down pat. So just splitting the hair and braiding, proceeding to braid. And some people start their braids off differently than what I do. Some people don't split their hair, they just grab it. But for me, I like to split the hair because to me it gives me a more secure hold. And this is the back, finishing the back of the head. So this is how it's looking. The back was finished, and the back took around 3.5, 4 hours to do. So as I'm doing these, guys, I'm trying to practice how to do it a little faster, or how I can do it faster. The method of pre-parting is actually helpful, but of course practice makes perfect. The more you do anything, you'll get better at it and faster at it. So here I'm at the top of the head, and I just did the same thing. I just pre-parted each section, parted it, and I think I did also 3 rows on this side as well to start before I did my first twist. And I'm actually going to take this third to last twist, not the very front one that I took out, but I'm going to take this twist right here and split that in two. Method is going to be the same. Split that in two and grab the hair and proceed to braid and twist all the way down. And then just make sure you guys detangle and stretch it. And guys, I end up putting the edge wax on my hand. The first clip, or at the beginning of the video, it started to slip off. So make sure, if you guys do that with jam or anything that you're using, just make sure that when you do put it on your hand, it's gonna stay down, and kind of press it in. So that's what I was doing. It made it easier for the ends of her hair. I used a little bit to twist her real hair into the passion, or the spring twist hair, so it wouldn't be sticking out. So this is me just doing the same thing, pulling up any hair that may be getting caught up in the braid and just braiding. And then I'm starting to twist all the way down. So that's the end of that. And you guys, this is the finished product of her hair. Again, it took 8 hours, and she did buy the 3 bundles. Okay, you guys, this is the final look of what it came out to be like. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Bye.